Welcome everybody to the finale of the best PC racing simulator video series that I've put together, and I thank you for watching it. If you watched all the parts or some of them, I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat fun and entertaining, and at least you got to hear my opinions about these sims, and hopefully maybe you learned something too. So with that, let's get into scoring each one of the awards. Alright y'all, well let's get into this awards ceremony. So first we have the best overall, which is a accumulation of the scores as we presented them through each part of this series. In third place for best overall is Richard Burns Rally, a wonderful sim with a great amount of content and excellent physics. In second place for best overall is iRacing, also with a ton of content and overall pretty good physics and a great multiplayer system. And winning the best overall for 2024 Best Sim is Assetto Corsa, with the greatest combination of physics, graphics, content, and multiplayer and cost, all going in together to make it the best overall sim of this competition. Congrats to Assetto Corsa. On to the second award, which is the best overall driving model. Third place in this award goes to Le Mans Ultimate, with a great physics engine, very well developed tire model, just lacking a little bit in force feedback, and it may have won this. In second place for best driving model is Assetto Corsa, also with excellent physics and the best force feedback in the business, just lacking the slightest bit in terms of physics over curbs. And winning the best driving model award is AMS1, which has phenomenal physics, phenomenal tire modeling, and phenomenal force feedback. So congrats to AMS1, probably the least played sim on this list, winning the best overall driving model. The third award, Best Single Player Experience. On the podium in third place for Best Single Player is iRacing, maybe surprisingly, but with all the content available and being able to set up your own single player, championships if you want to, or preset templates of real life championship series, it's a great option actually for single player. Also the AI is solid. In second place, WRC, with a very good career mode, good overall AI competition that is adjustable, and the ability to start from a lower series and work your way through. It is a good overall single player experience. And winning the award for best single player is AMS2, which has great championships, different series, many different cars and series options, many tracks and mod options, and very good AI and immersion. AMS2 wins the best single player experience. On to the fourth award tonight for best multiplayer. In third place is Le Mans Ultimate, with a very good player base and an excellent ranking system and ranked races that continually run. This is going to be a good multiplayer game for many years. If they can get the game completed in a good manner, it will be right there at the top. So look forward to that in the future. In second place for best multiplayer is Richard Burns Rally, also with an incredibly huge player base and many multiplayer championships and ranked rallies to run. You could spend the next 20 years in just this sim probably. So a great multiplayer racing sim, but winning it all for best multiplayer must be iRacing. It has the greatest set of players, it has the best iRating system in the game, and it has an incredible amount of content if you have the pocketbook. So iRacing does win the fourth award for best multiplayer. Now on to the fifth award, the final award tonight, and that is the best value. And this combines the cost and the content. So let's take a look here. In third place for best value is actually ACC. And it does have a good amount of good quality content, and it is reasonably priced and goes on sale quite often, and it sneaks in on the podium here. In second place is, not surprisingly, Assetto Corsa, which has almost an unending amount of content and is very cheap most of the time on Steam. Assetto Corsa gets a second place, but how can you top free? Well, you can't. And Richard Burns Rally takes the cake and wins for best value because it is entirely free and there is an incredible amount of content available. So it is the winner for best value. All right, folks, well, that brings us to the final scores for tonight, and we can talk about these briefly, and I'll explain a little bit of what I did to come up with the podiums that I did. As you can see here, technically, Assetto Corsa did win with an 85 out of 100, and then iRacing and LMU were tied at 79 for second place. And then Richard Burns was technically fourth with a 78. However, I took into consideration these other combined scores when I built out the overall results. And so I took the best driving model to be the best physics, tires, and force feedback, that combined score. Then for best single player, I put graphics, sound, content, and AI, took that combined score. Best multiplayer was multiplayer base and rank system, and best value was content and cost. And when I summed all of these up together, I actually came up with another number which was based largely on this number, and that put AC first, iRacing second, and RBR third. And I think it works out that way because LMU, while it is a very potentially formidable sim, is not quite fully developed yet. And so I think in this case, iRacing and RBR taking a place over it makes sense. So that's it, guys. I'm going to leave a copy of the spreadsheet on a Google Drive in the description, so you can go fill out the tab if you would like to do this as well. And I will do a follow-up video where we talk a little bit about what this means, because I'd like to talk about the meaning of the scores a little bit more and kind of what it means for the past, present, and future of sim racing. And so we'll do that, probably play some AC in the background or something as we do that, and just have a little conversation to close it out. So, well, would like to hear your opinions on this in the comments below, and I thank you for joining me for this series. We'll see y'all next time. Happy sim racing.